Om Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Patam Shankaram Loga Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhattarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavando Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheta Vibhagine Yomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Bukaro Anthakaro Vairukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvad Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavathi Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we are continuing with our Kaṭha Upaniṣad traditional teachings. We are following the Kaṭha Upaniṣad according to the commentary of Adi Shankara. Jagadguru Adi Shankara, who was born in, some say, 800, AD 800, almost 1200 years before. He has written commentary on these particular Upanishads, so-called 10 Upanishads, Deshopanishads. Even though we have almost 110 Upanishads right now which are available, the relevant Upanishads are 10. For that Upanishads, among one of them is Kaṭha Upaniṣad. For that Upanishads, Adi Shankara has written commentary. What is commentary? The verses are being analyzed according with the sentences and also according to the words. If there are two different meanings for the words, it will be given and analyzed, and which will be suited for that word, for that context, he will say. So we are following the commentary of Adi Shankaracharya. So it's called Shankara's commentary. I am not giving word by word teachings, but I am overall meaning. I am continuing with the overall meaning of the verse according to Adi Shankara. And we are in the third section of the first chapter of the Kaṭha Upaniṣad, where Lord Yama is unfolding the teachings in a beautiful way. Nachiketas asked a question that, is there any life after departing from this body for an individual soul? If so, can you reveal the secret? Second, there are doubts among the people. They say some opinions are like this. Some say there is no life after death, so we have to enjoy this world. Materialists, they just kill and eat animals. They take advantages of the other situation because they believe in a logic that there is no life after departing from this body. So you can do it. Some others believe that there is life after departing from this particular body. Some others believe that we will not come to this world we will go to enjoy or live in another world. All these confusions I am getting from the people, you have to clarify and you are the right person. And Lord Yama, the death, observed his curiosity and also tested how much deep he is in asking this question. Orally he is asking or is well prepared to get this knowledge. He wants to test that. And all the test given by the Lord Death, he passed. And the blessed knowledge from the Lord Death he receives properly now. And Lord Death is unfolding this knowledge according to the tradition, according to his knowledge, everything. So, quality. Lord Death, one who manages the death of each and every living being, is considered as an auspicious living being. An auspicious divine spirit, the Lord Death is. Why? He is a traditional teacher, guru. He governs the status of guru by revealing the secrets of death and birth to a young boy. Thus, we give a status for the Lord Death as a traditional teacher. We don't fear about death. We always face the death with a pleasant face. Of course, at the old age, we will have certain issues regarding our lifestyle, whatever the prarabdha is there in for this body. We have to go through that, but we are not afraid of death according to the Indian spirituality. I want all of you who are listening also to follow the same attitude towards the Lord Death. So death is not something to be feared. He is a traditional teacher and he is going to take care of each and every spiritual person in a proper way. Fine, keep away. So he is revealing the secret so that a boy can understand, and he's from different angles. He unfolds this glorious knowledge so that a firm, a conviction will be there for the person who listens this knowledge. Now we are revealing what Lord Death told to Lord this Nachiketas regarding the intrinsic nature of an individual being. Those who are coming to spirituality, they should be very firm. They should know the value of the human life. They should pursue the spirituality in order to reduce the suffering and pain. He is just giving a style which is not a warning, but it's an advice come warning. So we are going through that slogan, that verse which we already saw in the last class, half of the way. I want you to know completely. Again, I will repeat the verse and I will give the meaning. Verse number 14. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavaran nipotatha shurasya dhara nishita duratyaya durgam pataha tat kavayo vadanti. Once more I will read. Uttishtada Jagrata Prapyavaran Nipotatha Shurasya Dhara Nishita Duratyaya Durgam Pataha Tat Kavayo Vatanti. Uttishtada, arise, Jagrata, awake. We will analyze these words once again, even though I have given the meaning in the last class. Still, because I love these words, which is also often told by monk Swami Vivekananda, one of the monks, traditional teachers of India. So, Uttishtada, arise. According to the spiritual concept, the word rise should be understood properly. Right from the beginning, we are dealing in this material world according to the knowledge given by our parents, society, doctors, whoever I met in this world, everything. They confirm me as a human being. They confirm me as a male or a female. They confirm me according to my job, anything. This identity given by my parents, or this identity which I got after analyzing the whole world and society and the people, that identity is really a fake identity, that I am a human being. This identity is helpful to deal in this material world. You have an identity card, you have a passport, your name is registered in the government census. Everything is okay. According to the creation, this identity is true. But when the real fact about an individual is being revealed by the scriptures, a valid means of knowledge, like our eyes reveal a particular thing and we believe, because eyes never say lie. Our ears receives a particular sound and we realize there is something nearby, whether it is a crow, whether it is a peacock, whether it is some other birds or any sound, a music, whatever it may be. Ears don't cheat us if they are clear. Eyes don't cheat us, because it's a valid means of knowledge in this empirical world. I deal due to the information which they have collected from this external world. So they are valid means of knowledge. Similarly, traditional scriptures, especially Upanishads, Vedanta, the end portion of Vedas are called Vedanta. Vedanam Anthavagaha. The last portions of the Vedas are called Vedanta. They are also called Upanishads. And we are studying this one of the last portion of the Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda. Kaṭha Upaniṣad is Krishna Yajurveda Upanishad. Fine. I want you to confirm that scriptures are valid means of knowledge. Pramanam. In Sanskrit, it's called pramanam. In order to get my identity, the data which are collected from the external world are not valid. Other data other than my features of the body. Those data are not enough to identify myself. Why? The scriptures reveal a real fact about oneself, and it's proven. It's not that something they reveal and you have to believe. No, they prove. Scriptures prove what they talk about. Without proving, a fact cannot survive for years. Without a truth in the fact, it cannot survive. So the scriptures prove what is being told is true about an individual. So I am a human being, I am a tall woman, I am a short woman, I am a fair woman, I am a black woman, I am this and that, I have a lot of sufferings, I have pain, I have going through these issues. All these packages are related to body. That identity is fake. Avichara siddham. Without the thinking, you collected certain things and kept in your mind because others also given some information regarding ourselves, and we kept that information are true. But when we come to the scriptures, we see the real fact about oneself. I am not separate from the Creator. The Creator itself become created. There is no Creator created separation. This is the one fact revealed by the scriptures, and it's proved. There is no death and birth for an individual. This is also proved. And I am a conscious being, and on that conscious being, a body is superimposed on that, like a rock is being superimposed by a snake. When you don't know the rock, you superimpose something other than what it is. So I take myself, even though I am superior, I am the ultimate thing, without knowing the fact about myself, I take myself as an inferior individual, an inferior living being. Actually, I am a superior individual. I am an infinite conscious living being. I am free from death and birth. That makes me superior for all the things. Even though this is my fact, this is the true fact related to me regarding myself, I just take the human body is myself. So this inferior status is continuing right from the first day of my birth. all these things will come. So, from the inferior status of a human being, Lord Death want to take Nachiketas to the superior status. Lord Death want Nachiketas to take to the superior status. I am not aware of my intrinsic nature, which is free from death and birth. So, keeping Nachiketas, the Lord is revealing the secret. Uttishtada, arise. May you arise from the inferior status towards the superior status. You don't continue with your wrong ideas which you have accumulated from the childhood onwards, that you are a human being, that already a lot of sufferings and pain in my life. When I consider myself as a human being, I am limited with my color of my skin, limited with my face and hair, lot of issues with my body, lot of other troubles are there, lot of sufferings. My boyfriend is cheating me. My girlfriend is not interested on me. Because of the body notion, I consider all these things. My parents are not having care on me. I am a body. That conscious, that thought, that notion attracts different types of issues, family issues, society issues, worldly issues. All these things made me a lot of sufferings. I am under depression. I am unpleasant now. I am not in a mood to talk with anybody. I am not interested to go out. I don't want any friend. I am not interested in my family members, even my parents. I don't believe. All these sufferings and pain are due to body notion. I am a human body and I am connected with them. This notion will attract a lot of sufferings and pain. This inferior status, one will continue till the last breath. But accidentally, one met a traditional teacher. Luckily, she or he got a chance to study Upanishad, and he or she came to know the real secret about oneself. That person will not continue with this inferior thinking, inferior notion. That is called Uttishtada. May one shift, may one switch your inferior status towards the superior status. You are not created, you itself is creation. And you itself is a creator. You are the living being which is free from all kinds of sufferings, all kinds of death, all kinds of birth. You are free. May you shift your thoughts from the inferior status towards the superior status. You are not a human being. You are a fully conscious living being which is free from body, mind, sense, complex, etc. So Lord Death wants us to change our notions from the inferior status towards the superior status. That is being pointed out through the word Uttishtada, arise. May you wake up. Next word is very important. Wake up, Jagrata. Arise means come. May you shift. May you think about yourself by studying the traditional scriptures. May you yourself realize that you are not an inferior human being who is going through different sufferings and pain. The more you think that you are a human being, the more sufferings and pain are going to accumulate in one's life. More you think about, I am a superior Atman who is all pervasive. I am this infinite eternal Brahman, which is all pervasive. Then the sufferings and pain don't have any room in your life. You are not connected with any living bodies. Any bodies you are not connected at all. Whether it's your parents, whether it's your sister, everything. You are in the form of parents. That's all. You are in the form of sisters and brothers. You are in the form of society. You are in the form of animals. You are in the form of solar system, stars, and etc. etc. I am not away from anything. Why should I suffer thinking that they are away from me? I am not near to them. So may one shift the attitude about oneself from the inferior towards the superior. That is called Uttishtada. Jagrada, awake. This word also sounds a lot. Arise means may one get up from the sleep of ignorance, not knowing. Without knowing one's own identity, we were dealing in the world with a fake identity, and people also dealing in the world with a fake identity. I am a man, I am a woman, I am a teacher, I am a professor, I am a pilot, I am an engineer, whatever it may be, all connected to body conscious. Jagrata, may you awake from the ignorance. What is the ignorant? Not knowing about oneself. Uttishtada, Jagrata. Ignorance about oneself. May you study for that. Varan prapya nibodhata. Varan, varishtan janan. Glorious traditional teachers, Varan, may you approach them to get this blessed knowledge. No other way. Don't read books. Don't think that it's all easy, what you are telling. No. Following a lifestyle according to what you have listened is not very easy. Upanishad secrets are not easy to confirm in the life by reading the books. You have to listen from a traditional teacher. That is being emphasized by the Lord Death. Varan prapya nibodhata. Prapya varan nibodhata. May you realize, may you understand nibodhata by approaching the traditional teachers with a lot of manners and respect. They are ready to give this knowledge. Even to put fire a full forest, you need a small matchstick, correct? It will not come automatically. Somehow there should be a spark to bring the fire. Similarly, you may be a big, gigantic personality winning all this material world. You may be rich. You may be a multi-millionaire. You may have 5 cars. You may have different buildings in different countries. You have already gained whatever you need in this material world. Everything is okay. But you miss one thing about the real secret or the intrinsic nature about oneself. We are dealing in the world with our fake identity that I am this body. In order to get that real knowledge, one needs to approach the traditional teacher. That is being told as prapya varan nibhothata. May you realize this Atman, your intrinsic nature, by approaching, by going to the traditional teachers. How I can understand whether he's a traditional teacher or not? There are a lot of people in this spiritual supermarket. People may say different stories of the scriptures. People may say some other things of the scriptures. One needs to confirm that. A traditional teacher can only teach about your intrinsic nature. All other teachers are just teaching some part of the scriptures. Here the Varan, Prapya, Varaha means a traditional teacher who teaches about your intrinsic nature. You don't have any other subject other than you. What is your intrinsic nature? He already realized from his traditional teacher, his guru. Now he wants to make you realize the luckiest thing in the world. Unfortunately, most of the people don't pursue this pursuit. Why? They are not qualified. It's not that they don't want. They are not qualified, so that they will be roaming here and there for certain other things. They don't have time. They are not interested. And really speaking, we cannot blame them. After a period of getting maturity and seeing the smallness in the material things, they conform their life towards the one of the greatest thing, what we call Vedanta, or the Brahma Jnana, knowledge about one's own intrinsic nature, Brahma. Up to that, they will go behind small things, some material pleasures which are short, have a beginning, will have a start and will come to an end. That's called material pleasure. But once you know that I am the infinite Brahman who is the origin of all happiness in the world, then that happiness will not start or that happiness will not end. Because that is the identification about oneself. When the identification get from the traditional teacher, it's a discovery, recognition, seeing once again my reality. I was the same thing before that also, but I didn't know. I thought myself I am a human being. But the traditional teacher points out you are not a human being. You are the infinite Brahman who is almighty and who is having this type of features like infinite, eternal, beginningless, conscious Brahman. And you are the origin of all happiness. Up to that, we will be dealing in the world with our mistaken identity that I am a human being. But it will take time to behave in the world that everything is one conscious thing, which I call Brahman. And I should see myself as Brahman and others also Brahman. It takes time. I will behave like a human being even after receiving this knowledge. Nothing wrong on that. But after a period of time, the knowledge will do its job. Then we start behaving more matured compared to other people or compared to my previous. So meeting is very important. Traditional teachers have a crucial role in one's life imparting this glorious knowledge. Without a traditional teacher, there is no Brahmajnanam. Knowledge of Brahman is not possible. You may get all kinds of books, Google available, lot of recordings are available in the social medias. All are we can get encouraged by listening that, but one should go directly towards the traditional teacher and live right in front of them. You sit and listen to this glorious knowledge. Prapya varan nibodhata. Prapya, having reached that, emphasize that one should go directly towards a traditional teacher if possible. Technology have its own role. It can give a certain amount of knowledge on these things, but once you go directly towards a traditional teacher and study the things, it's a different story. That's why all these words are important. Prapya, having reached under the feet of traditional teacher, you don't consider the age. You don't consider the body setup. We don't consider the age or body setup. Only we consider how much knowledge he or she has. Maybe younger, still they can part the knowledge properly towards you because of their commitment towards the spirituality. They may be older and they have some body limitation to sit or walk. That's not a problem. But the teaching, the words directly go to one's mind, not to the ears. Why? They lived a life according to what they were teaching to you. That only make the words strong to stick inside the heart. So, prapya varan nibodhata. May you understand, may you recognize, may you correct yourself about your nature by reaching the traditional teachers in a proper way. They will not be interested in your money. They are not interested on your any features. Real traditional teacher, I am saying, they don't ask any fees. Western, it's a different story. Those who are teaching and everything, because it's the way of taking some fees monthly and giving some knowledge. It's fine. I am talking about the Indian traditional teachers. They are not interested on your money. They are not interested on your body setup. They are not interested in anything. They just want to give this blessed knowledge, and if you are qualified, you will grasp it. If not, it will not become waste. It will be there, and once you are ready, then it will sprout in your life. They just want these traditional teachings to you. If you are a blessed person, it will sprout immediately. Or if not, it will wait for a time to come. Because we will be involved in different kinds of material activities, and we don't have the time to do what is being given by the traditional teacher to rethink. Because correction is not an easy thing. Habitual errors need repeated corrections. I always say, because of one of the Mahatma's words are like this. Habitual error. I am a human being is an habitual error. I need a lot of corrections in my life, not to behave like a human being. I want to see everybody like me, embracing everybody as me. I am that person. This dog is me. This sister is me. This father is myself. When you know the intrinsic nature of yourself, you see in everything. This has been echoed in different scriptures. We are going to see. So In order to get the knowledge, may one reach the feet of traditional teachers. Then it will not be an easy journey. That is the second part of this verse. Shurasya dhara nishita duratyaya. Shurasya dhara. Shura means blade, razor. Dhara, edge. Like an edge of the razor, which is very sharp. Walking through this edge of the razor is very difficult for a human being. We get cut off that. Similarly, after getting this knowledge and living according to the knowledge what you have listened is not will be very easy. Spiritual pursuit means it's not that giving up all your worldly lifestyle and coming towards a ashram or a guru's place and living according to what they are, what the rules and norms of the situation, according to the institution. That's not the way. Realizing the intrinsic nature of the person and behaving according to the knowledge what you have received in the world from that period onwards is not an easy thing. Churasya dhara. Walking in the edge of a razor, how much difficult it is. The path is very much difficult to cross or to walk. Similarly, one needs to consider spiritual pursuit is not so easy for everybody. To continue with the teachings and transforming one's own life. Nobody is going to encourage, because this unique knowledge don't need any encouragement from outside person. It itself have the capacity to make you change. It's very important to know that. Nobody need any kind of encouragement from anybody. Of course, nobody is going to accept the knowledge what you have inside your mind. Everything is nothing but one creator. This secret is not so easy to assimilate by everybody. You may be starting to assimilate yourself so that you will be so much compassionate in the coming days. You will be showing your mercy for other living beings in the coming days because you see Lord in every living being. This knowledge have this tremendous capacity to transform one's individual life. Not for everybody. It's just like a pot upside down and you are pouring water on the pot. The mouth of the pot is below. The bottom of the pot is looking towards the sky and you are pouring water. Water will not go inside the pot. So most of the people are like that. They are having selfish motivations, self-centered idea. By giving up all these ideas, they are not going to come to listen this spiritual knowledge. Understand? So don't encourage anybody. Don't ask anybody to come to the spiritual pursuit. It's a pure personal pursuit. One need to come to the spiritual pursuit only by maturity. Without having the maturity, even if you come, it will not work in one's life. So, no need to tell anybody what you have received from the traditional teachers' information. It's just like walking through the edge of the razor. It may be difficult to perform all the values in one's life, to go through the life very odd from all others, and also behaving very differently from others. There is a birthday party and you go and you say, I'm a vegan, I cannot eat whatever you have cooked. And you will be the only person to keep away from all the dishes what they have prepared. And you become an old person for them. But you know, because of the maturity, what you have listened, you are behaving like that. That's why it is called Churasya Dara. It's just like walking through and people will mock at you. People will laugh at you. They will say different opinions about you. He has changed a lot. She has changed a lot. She's behaving very odd. She was not like this. She was the first person to take whenever we cook some meat. Now she is not touching even that dish. You became the old. But really speaking, because of the knowledge which you have received is doing its job inside you. It's transforming all the notions to the intrinsic nature so that others say it is a very tough journey like walking through the edge of the razor. Of course, in order to perform all the values what we have received from the traditional teacher and to conform our knowledge towards this intrinsic nature, it's not so easy. Duratyaya, difficult to cross. Durgam, dukkena gamyate iti durgam. It's very difficult to perform each and every day according to the spiritual values our life should to conduct our life. So it's told dukkena gamyate. It's not that painful actually. Once you understand what is spirituality, what is to be corrected in one's own understanding, then it's a very easy, it's a cakewalk actually. But Lord Death says that to come out of the habitual errors, it's not very easy. May one practice again and again by listening to the traditional teacher's words daily without having any break. Then spirituality is the best way to live a life. You are not a wanting person here and there. Your desires come to an end because you achieved one of the best thing in the world. You are complete. You always feel that you are complete. You don't lack anything in the world. What is the point of running behind something while others are running to get publicity and advertisement? They are performing different things and putting in the social media and everything. What's the point of that? I am everything. I am that. That one thing has gone. That desires all are vanished. Because knowing the intrinsic nature of the person, it's very easy. Lord Death says to perform the spiritual values daily in one's life is not very easy. It should be understood properly and exercise on it. Daily one should practice. This is being told by Kavayaha. Even the Death says, 4 seers, those people who are before me in this world, Kavayaha, Vatandi, they say that it's a difficult journey when we understand about the reality and we want to change our habitual errors to the intrinsic nature. It's a very different way of life and it will be little bit difficult in the beginning. Then after the transformation, it's just like a cakewalk. Kavayaha Vadandi. I already mentioned you in the last class. Still, I want you to understand the relevancy of this verse. Now, come to the 15th verse. I will read the verse and we will see the meaning in the next class. We need a bit time. I will just read the verse. Ashabdamasparshamaroopamavyayam tatharasam nityam agandavachayat anadya antam mahatah param dhruvam Nichayatan mrityumukhat pramuchyate. Once more I will read. Ashabdamasparshamarupamavyayam tatharasam nityamagandavachayat anadyantam mahatah param dhruvam nichayatan mrityumukhat pramuchyate. Now he is giving the features of the intrinsic nature of the Atman to Nachiketas. It is not being sensed by our senses. It is beyond the perception. If I can say, this intrinsic nature is transcendental. It cannot be understood by the words ashabdam. It cannot be touched by your fingers or anything. Asparsham, arupam, it's void of form. I am just giving the meaning, literal meaning. I am going to explain completely. This sloga need more explanations. Arupam, it's void of form. Avyayam, no any kind of destruction. Vyayam means destruction. Avyayam, no destruction, no decay. Tatha arasam, it doesn't have any taste because we confirm sugar or salt by tasting that, correct? If they are in the same form like a powder. Nityam, it is permanent. A permanent thing will not decay, will not die, will not get a birth. It will be always in the same condition. Nityam, agandhavacha. You cannot smell or get the fragrance of the thing because it doesn't have a form already told. Anati antam. Anati anantam. No beginning, so that no end also. What has a beginning should come to an end. Which doesn't have a beginning will not have an end. Mahataha param dhruvam, which is far beyond the Hiranyagarbha, the individual being, which is already an almighty thing, which is subtle than that Mahat, and Dhruvam, unchanging. These words are talking about the listener, okay? It's not talking about something other than the listener. I want you to confirm that these features are talking about the listener, unchanging, Dhruvam. Knowing this properly from the traditional teacher, Nichaya, freed from the Mrityumukat Pramuchade, will get freed from the jaws of death, of course, from the birth also. He will be freed immediately after understanding the meanings of the words which are listed by the Lord Death. Immediately, while living itself, he get liberated, freed from his body. His body will be like a hut entered by an elephant. These words are elephants. And his body is an hut. Just all the elephants get entered into the hut. Hut have lot of elephants now. Nichaya mrityumukhat pramuchyate. Freed from the death and birth cycle. I am going to explain you in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobhramanebhya Shupamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Sharini Deshoyam Troparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Namaste.